Welcome back to Just Scribble for an unboxing of my Veg Tanned B6 Plus covers from Moterm. So I really like snap closures for some of my thicker notebooks and planners. There's just something very satisfying about popping that snap open and flipping open your cover. I really like full grain leather. I just much prefer the feel of it and how it lays against my notebooks. So when Moterm announced that they were doing these full grain veg tanned covers and offering them in pretty much all their sizes, they're kind of releasing them in a staggered way. I was super excited. And when B6 was offered, I jumped at the chance to order 2. So these are my covers and we're going to unbox them. I actually don't know which one is which, so we're going to open them up. We're going to get my first impressions. I did take the plastic wrap off the outside of the box just so you guys wouldn't have like a big glare, but I haven't opened the boxes at all. And we're going to check them out and then maybe we'll do like a color comparison. Look how pretty. So it smells like leather. It feels much better than my other Moterms. Ooh, look how smooth that is. And then all of the texture there. I actually much prefer a smooth cover, and this has a lot of sort of like wrinkling in it, not pebbling like it does on the inside, but like wrinkles, but that doesn't bother me too terribly much. But let's open up the other one so we can make sure that I'm correct at which one is which. They are both B6 plus size, and if I like them, which I think I will, I'll probably end up ordering one in the A5 size, only because I have a VDS very custom A5 coming. It's my first ever VDS. I've spent a lot of money on that, and so I don't really need another A5 snap closure. But so this one is softer than this one, and it has lots of like texture and wrinkles in it. It's a lot softer, like it feels softer in the hand, less firm. And it has a huge variety of texture in these pockets. The only thing I really had wished was that you could request a specific finish or a specific texture, because I really would have liked to have very smooth covers. But for the price, I'm not going to complain because these are really, really lovely. So this is Apricot, which I think is closest to Chic Sparrow Emma, and this is Honey, which I think is closest to Chic Sparrow Mr. Darcy. So I'm gonna grab an Emma and a Mr. Darcy so we can check them out and see if I'm right. So I just grabbed 2 that were close by. I have others, so some may match a little bit better, but we're going to do a little comparison. So this is a Chic Sparrow Buttered Rum, or Emma, in their old style folio. And this has not been used, so it doesn't have patina on it or anything like that. And this is the Apricot, and they are, yeah, pretty much the same color. There's a little bit of a tone difference, but basically the same, which is what I was hoping for because this is my favorite color from Chic Sparrow. I really wanted the Apricot in the Moterm. And then this is the Honey, and then this is a Mr. Darcy. So this one does have some patina, so it's a little bit darker, but you can still tell that they are very similar in color and in tone. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. This is so soft, so soft. I'm really loving it. So I wanted to compare. I hate these little tag things, so I will definitely be cutting those off. The insides are going to be identical on both of them. So you're going to have this slip pocket here, another pocket there, a slip there that you could put your planner into if you wanted it like in like a book style, or if you wanted to put one on one side and one on the other. Then you have a slip pocket there, another pocket there, a little secretarial pocket here, which I hate. I hate secretarial pockets. They're not my thing. You have a pen loop, which now points outward, which is the most amazing improvement besides making them out of full grain leather. And it is elasticated, so more pens will fit. So this is a Narwhal, which just changed their name, and I think it's Narvahalar. I can't pronounce it. I'll put it right here so you guys can see what it is. They just recently rebranded and changed their name. But my fountain pens will fit because it has that elastication, and because it's pointing outwards, it won't interfere with my planners and my notebooks. And then it has the big back pocket, which I'm not a big fan of because your planners don't usually lay very flat with the back pocket because of the lining that has to be on there, and just because of the nature of the amount of excess leather that has to be there to kind of wrap around. But I wanted to see how flat they would really lay, and I'll try to take some pictures of them and insert them from like a side view so you guys can see. So this one is the Honey, and it's laying pretty flat. It has a little bit of a bump, but for the most part it is flat, and that's without a notebook in it. So once the notebook is in there, I feel like the weight of it would really make it lay flat. Look at how beautifully smooth that snap closure is. This is what I want on the whole thing, but I'm going to be appreciative of what I got because I was able to snag one, and they are lovely. And then this one is the Apricot. It doesn't lay as flat, but I think it's because this piece is a lot firmer. This one is a lot softer and has a lot more flop to it. So I think after this one has been kind of used and loved, it will lay a little bit flatter, but I also think once there's a notebook in there, the weight of it will make it lay nicely flat. So I do have a 5 size in their sort of pebbly, non-veg tanned leather. They're sort of top grain leather, but it is in the other room with my planner in it. And so if and when I get an A5, I will show that and compare that to the A5. But this is the B6 that I do have from them that is in their pink Croco. I'm not a huge fan of this leather. I wanted the pink to be more pink, like a fun kind of Barbie pink cover, just because it was less expensive and it would be good for different seasons if I wanted to carry it. But I really just don't like the feel of it. It doesn't feel like real leather. It feels fake. And so I don't use it very much because of that. But this is not my favorite, but it is the only B6 size in theirs that I have anymore because I have sold the other ones because I did not like the pebbly leather. But the size, and this is also B6 Plus, and this is their original B6 size. So the B6 Plus was cut wider so that you can have more notebooks in there, or you can chunk up your Stalogy, and the one I have is slimmer because it's their original sizing. So you can see that size difference. But everything else is pretty much the same. It's a little bit taller. There, they are the same there. It's just slightly taller to accommodate clear covers. So if you have a clear cover like from Cat Espresso Co., it will slide in beautifully. And as you can see, this one has the old pen loop that kind of points in, which I hated because it's always in the way and it doesn't want to point out, especially in this leather because it was so stiff. I also feel like I can feel the stabilizer in here a lot more, and so it doesn't hug my notebooks as nicely. So I'm definitely loving this full grain veg tanned leather over this. I still don't think that this is the quality of like a VDS, but I don't know because I haven't gotten mine yet. But from what I've seen, it's not going to feel like that. And when I get mine, we will definitely share and compare. But I think for the price, it's really good. The stitching seems really nice and consistent. I don't see any like issues with the stitching. It does have a variety of textures in the different pieces of leather that are in it. So they didn't pick like all one sort of smoothness or pebbleness for the whole thing, but that doesn't bother me because it makes a nice variation. I think the improvement with the pen loop is amazing, and definitely the improvement with full grain leather instead of the fake or fake feeling to me top grain leather. Is definitely a huge improvement. So I'm going to grab a notebook real quick and we're going to put it in it and just kind of see how it fits, just as a little test. Okay, so I grabbed a couple of things. This is a Mark's Edit planner. This one is old. I don't even know what year this is. 2018, 2019. But it's a daily planner with Moterm River paper. It is smaller than a Stalogy in its width. So you can see there it's narrower, but it is quite a bit thicker. This is a half-year Stalogy, but it's still quite a bit thicker because this over here is about the same width as a Stalogy. This is from Annie Plans and Aura Estelle, and so it's thicker. But I wanted to see how it fit, just in case that's a planner that you use or you like. Let me move the apricot out of the way. When I was picking colors, I was deciding between this one and caramel. I wasn't sure which one was going to be more Mr. Darcy or more me in tone, but the caramel is very rust color and a lot redder. Orangish reddish, I guess. And so I'm glad that this is what I got. So if you have a Mark's Edit planner with the daily pages, it definitely fits in there. It's a little bit wiggly, like there's a lot of room at the top because they cut these ones so much taller. But that doesn't really bother me, and if I put a clear cover, it would fix that. And it is thick enough, I think, or wide enough, not thick enough. Yeah, so you could carry an A5 half-year Stalogy or similar and your Mark's Edit together. And then this is a weekly classic B6 undated from Aura Estelle and Annie Plans. This is on Moterm River paper as well. This will fit like in a Cat Espresso Co. or Lauren Phelps Design B6 clear cover. And so you could carry those together. And that's kind of my normal planner kind of setup. I usually have two books inside one. One is usually my planner, and the other one is either a journal, or if this is a pre-printed planner, then this is sort of a rapid log bullet journal dump everything out of my brain. Or one is for art and one is for planning. So I usually carry two books. So it's a perfect fit for the two books. So if you use a full year Stalogy, it's about the same thickness as this Aura Estelle Annie Plans. And so if it was by itself, it'd be a little roomy, but once it chunked up, it would fit nicely. And then your pen loop lays here so it won't interfere with your tabs or with your notebook. So it's a nice fit. I'm glad that I snagged these. I got both of these for about half the price of what it would cost me to get one from BDS, and maybe one day I will get a B6 VDS. That would be a goal and a dream of mine. But for now, I am happy to have a full grain option that is less expensive so that I have B6 snap closure covers in full grain leather. This just feels amazing. This is the color that I was most excited about and that I love the most, but this one feels better. I wish this one felt like this. Maybe it will after I break it in, maybe if I roll it or something like that. But those are my new covers from Moterm for B6. They are launching the A5 this week, so definitely check that out if you use A5. This is Honey and this is Apricot. Like I said, caramel is similar to this, but a more reddish orangish tone, like more rust colored. And I don't think people really anticipated that. So if you're a Mr. Darcy fan, definitely get Honey. If you're an Emma fan, definitely get Apricot, or pick all the colors and take super advantage of the fact that they have red and green and black and all of the colors. So that is my unboxing from Moterm. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment below and I will definitely get back with you. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss future videos, and don't forget to just scribble.